Let's go with another When I'm Not Podcasting. Las Vegas is a ghost town where even the strippers put up signs saying, sorry, we're closed. This is not good. There's a lot of things that are going on right now where really Las Vegas is hurting. No Raider games where they will have any crowds. We've been seeing a lot of fights among people that are going on in Vegas where it's just really getting too much out there that we're just seeing that the crowds that are coming over are truly just not even caring. They're just really going out there and making a lot of ruckus, a lot of fights and kind of issues going on. It kind of sucks when you look at it. So anyway, from dailymail.com, it's America's gaudiest playground, where crowds mill around the world famous Neon. Welcome to fabulous Las Vegas, jostling for selfies as a notorious strip bustles with tourists seeking the buzz of debauchery. Well, Las Vegas is on its own losing streak. Few places have been left unaffected by the pandemic. Nowhere has had its devil-may-care attitude as Nevada. Casinos, hotels, and shows, which last year made it $60 billion in tourist revenue, are either empty or shuttered. The entertainment mecca, which attracted 49.5 million people in 2019 from around the world, including 500,000 from the UK, is neglected and deserted. And there we go. A lot of problems going on, man. Looking at pictures, it's just empty, and it's really sad to see that. Because you can look at the strip, it's all so lightly viable and lighted and everything like that. I'm just like, oh no, what's going on? Not good. Now, they go into things that are going on here and the people that are showing up. One of the tourists, Ben Jacobs, 23 from Los Angeles, says, quote, it's like being in a zombie apocalypse movie. Vegas is somewhere you come for laughs and fun, but it's so quiet now and everyone's wearing a mask. There's none of the usual humor and interaction, the stuff which makes you say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I came with a buddy to have a break, but we're only staying one night. Even though strip clubs are closed. And large swaths of the gambling floors are roped off, leaving only limited areas open. One blackjack dealer explained that the idea was, quote, to concentrate people in small areas to give a sense that there are more folks than there actually are. But everyone's been affected. And Vegas has been destroyed. The Palms, which spent $690 million last year on a makeover, wow. They also had a suite that's sold for $100,000 a night. Whew. It remains closed. Inside Caesar's Palace, the hedonistic tribute to the golden days of Rome, Perspex screens now shield dealers at poker tables and blackjack tables with plastic walls in between each player. Dealers wear masks and plastic visors. Visitors wear masks. And then you go in and look at cocktail waitresses in tiny skirts, used to be a Vegas trademark, are no longer allowed to serve gamblers at gaming tables. They have been cliche, but the casino seems soulless without them. Now cleaners will spray bottles of disinfectant swoop in the moment someone walks away from a slot machine. Room rates have gone down to $49 a night or less at even 5-star resorts like the Wynn. Oof. Now, the rooms might be spotless. Anything which will harbor the virus has been removed from minibar food, the magazines, and even toiletries, such as cotton buds and shower caps. The remote control now is in a paper shield with a note saying it's been sterilized. So we talked about that the plans were going to be done with this. But then we had the debauchery. Here we go. Michael Caprio. He runs a PR business in Vegas, which he represents Alone Newton-John, as well as the Chippendales. And the Chippendales now are, this is bad, offering Zoom parties for ladies who would usually come to the live shows to celebrate bachelor parties, divorces, or birthdays. Oh, that's horrible. Then they make mention of Vegas's A Little White Wedding Chapel that they used to see between 40 and 50 ceremonies. They're now to 15 to 20 now, but people are starting to come back. Cool. People still want to get married and we're taking every precaution. Brides and grooms are having their temperatures taken. Masks are worn up until the ceremony, and the pastor wears a plastic visor. It's bad. The fact of the matter is, again, there is a point to be said about the lack of debauchery that's going on. Strip clubs in many areas are all closed. Even if they're open, they're usually kind of open outdoor. The girls cannot be touched. The guys cannot be touched. and everybody's wearing masks for protection. It is so out there and ridiculous, and I hate it all. That's all I got to say about that. So I'd love to hear what you guys are saying about your trips to Vegas. Now, I do hear that people are gambling over there. There's a lot of online gambling that's going to be more of the thing. Plus, the thing is, I think just the degenerate gamblers are going to be the ones that go to Vegas. The entertainment part of Vegas is hurting right now, and we don't know if it's going to stay around, but I think something will happen. Someone else will pop up because maybe there's room for another place besides Vegas. We've talked about it. You know, we know that Miami was looking to get a couple of casinos up and running, which could also take over at some point. So maybe Vegas doesn't become the only place. Maybe some of these places go somewhere else. But what I think will happen is Vegas will just have to return back to its kind of rustic Wild West self, where casinos and gambling were the things to do. It wasn't about the shows, not about the entertainment. I actually don't mind some of the things that are going on here. But some of the entertainment and other things could probably take residency somewhere else. Maybe that's what's going to happen. And then bring the prices down. And then Vegas becomes a very cheap, affordable gambling paradise. And then maybe the debauchery comes back in some other way, shape, or form. Because you know what? If it takes all that stuff away, all the pomp and circumstance and live entertainment and all this extra fancy spin kind of stuff, the tourist attraction stuff, give me just the gambling, give me the debauchery, and I'll be back in Vegas. And I'll talk to you next time.